All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I am back from vacation. Did not get sunburned, so you know what? That's the first ka-ching cash that we'll talk about in today's video. But guys, welcome back to the channel. We got game number 3 of the NBA Finals. Right now, Celtics leading 2-0 in this series, but we're switching it up, right? Celtics have been at home, Mavs now at home. But like we always do, guys, I'm going to go through this game. I'm going to give you my lean on the spread. I'll give you my lean on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props that we like with the game, within the game as well. And I also have a same game parlay to throw at you at the end of the video like we have been doing. If this same game parlay cashes, I'll give away $50 to someone in the comments. So stay tuned to the end of the video to get the details for that. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm very excited to be back, but I'm back for like 10 days, then I'm going on another bachelor party trip. So your boy's traveling a ton this summer. But nonetheless, guys, let's lock in here. Like I said, game number 3. And what I will say, and I'm not saying surprise like this, oh my God, can you believe it? I can believe it because the home court obviously matters in the NBA Finals, but I am slightly, like all lowercase, surprised that the Mavs come in as a pretty strong 3-point favorite in this one, due to the fact that the Celtics, have looked better than them so far in this series. Definitely in game 1. I would obviously argue game 2 is a lot closer, but still, the Celtics end up winning that one 105-98 there. But the Mavs, as favorites here, a little sort of shocked to me. So, cat's out of the bag. I am a Celtics fan, but I'm going to lean towards the Celtics plus the 3 points, almost until I see the Mavs be able to win by 3+ or something like that. I don't think the Celtics sweep. I really don't. But, based on what we've seen so far in the basketball we've seen so far, I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics, even if they were to lose the game or something like that, like keep this in within one possession or it comes down to the wire. We even saw multiple Mavs games against the T-Wolves come down like that when the Mavs won with a last second, like Luka dagger or something like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't mind the Celtics on the money line either, but maybe that's where the Celtics fan of me is kind of like, all right, getting a little bias over here. Did my G fall down? Can't trust anyone nowadays. But anyways, guys, back on track here. Give me the Celtics here plus the 3 points. I don't think the +3 is the bias, all right? At least I'm owning up to it. The money line might be the bias play because I do think that Kyrie or Luka is going to win a game by themselves at some point. And game 3 seems like it could be the spot where you've been punched in the face twice in Boston. You come back to Dallas, and all of a sudden it's like, here, one of our superstars go off. So I do think this is going to be a close game. I'll take what I deem the better team with the 3 points in the pocket. In terms of total, 212, I've leaned towards the over, actually rolled with it in game number 2, right? In both of these games and have not been able to prevail there. But to me, I just can't look at this number and say, okay, we're going to go under again. Like if I'm saying I think the Mavs play better basketball in game number 3, they're at home, I have not once mentioned that the Celtics regress or anything like that. Now, you do have injuries to look at. Kristaps, potentially, game time decision here. Luka's been on and off the injury report with a chest injury, I believe. I'm sure Luka's going to play. But if Kristaps doesn't play, then okay, fine. That definitely takes a little bit of offensive edge away from the Celtics. But it also should make the Mavs have a little bit easier of a time to, I guess you could say, score at the rim. You have a non-7'1" guy down there ready to block your shot. So I think that him being out could also help look at an over here in which the Mavs kind of desperately need to get their offense cooking here. In game number 1, they definitely really struggled, definitely from deep. They did just as bad in game number 2. They shot 23% from deep. So I don't necessarily look at that and say, all right, well, that's the Mavs basketball, right? Are they the best shooting team ever? No, but like, this should be a team that at least at some point progresses from beyond the arc. And regardless of Celtics defense, they should start making more shots. So for that reason, I'm in on the over here. But overall, I think if I were to, if I had to pick one of these sides, whether it's, the spread or the total, I think I'd much more be happy to roll with the spread. So total definitely kind of playing second fiddle to that there. But I do have a few player props coming your way here, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into those. Before we do, I want to talk to you about Sleeper because they have an awesome deal going on for new users right now, just like they have been doing. They're throwing down bangers for you guys right now. Jaylen Brown, 0.5 points is his new points line for game number 3. Yeah, I think Jaylen's a bucket. He's going to score. We've heard him be called the best player in this series and all that. I think he's on the Celtics. I think he's going to be able to score 1 point for us. So go ahead and check that out, guys. That link is in the pinned comment. You get that Jaylen Brown score. You're also going to get your first deposit 100% matched. Kind of sounds like a no-brainer to me. Go ahead and check it out. I've been loving Sleeper. I've been using it for, almost years now at this point, plural. So I'm confident that if you guys do check it out, you will enjoy the app. But let's go ahead and jump into the player props here. Starting it off with Drew Holiday. And we'll jump into the outlier screen, another app that I'll have a link in the description, as well as the pinned comment for. But Drew Holiday over 10.5 points. Now, Holiday was our cash in game number 2. We took his over PRA for plus money. That came through. But now I'm liking his spot for over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, this line getting a little inflated because look at how he's been rebounding as of late. 9, 9, 8, and 11 rebounds. But you know what? Go out and keep doing that, man, because he's also had 5 assists. He had 3 assists last game, but he's rebounding a little bit more. But this is a dude that's been doing a lot. I don't mind his PRA line again, but it's jumped up. And, you know, he just had the game of his life in the playoffs. Well, not really the game of his life, but, you know, as of the last few games here, game of the series. And it's jumped up, 4.5 here as well. So I don't think he's going to shoot exactly all the same, but I definitely expect him to be involved in rebounding and with the assists as well. He's averaging last 5 games. Here's probably a good way of putting it. Last 5 games, he's averaging almost 8 potential assists, and that's with an outlier against India of just 3. Last 2 games here, 9 potential assists and 10 potential assists. And then rebound chances, 14 potential rebounds, and then 19 potential rebounds. The way that I like to calculate this to get a floor for a player is the 50% rule. It's not like a unique thing or an original thing I came up with, but essentially what I'd be looking at here is, okay, so, 9 and 10, let's call it 9.5. So his floor for assists, you usually get about 50% of your potential, should be right around 4 or 5, right? So now we're up to 4 or 5, and then his rebound chance is 14 and 19, so call that sort of in the middle at, 16 or so. Maybe 17, 16 and a half. You look at that and it's like, okay, well, that's even crazy too, because you divide that in 2, and now all of a sudden you're looking at 8, right? So now we have 5 and 8. That adds to 13, and he's sitting at 10 and a half. So I do like the spot here. I think he's going to get plenty of minutes, obviously, like he has been getting, and I think it's going to be a close game. So Drew Holiday over 10 and a half rebounds plus assists is play number 1. Moving on, as a Celtics fan, it's crazy to say this out loud, but I like Kyrie Irving over 22.5 points. Has he been doing this against the Celtics? No. 2 straight games, poor shooting, 12 and 16 there. Field goal percentage-wise, 32 and 39%, so not his best. Against the Celtics overall, he struggled. Only 2 of his last 7 he's cashed the over here. But I want to make this clear. Those 2 games, it's very important where this game's being played. Filter to home over on Outlier, those 2 games, he was at home in Dallas. So this screams bounce back spot for me to Kyrie. But again, it kind of pains me to say it. In fact, all my Celtics fans out there, I'm giving myself a womp womp for taking the pick, but it shows that, I'm not being all that much biased, right? There is still a little bit of, all right, let's try and win some money here. So Kyrie over 22.5 points, but pains me to do as a Celtics fan. But you know what? I think he does have a bounce back spot here. Next up, we're going back to the same stat we had with Drew Holiday. It's going to be 15.5 rebounds plus assists for Jason Tatum, though he's done this in 4 straight games. Against the Mavs, he's done it in 5 of his last 6 here, averaging in those games 12 potential assists and 15.5 rebound chances. Last 2 games, 14 and 13 potential assists. So call it, 14, 13 and a half or so. He should get 7 assists, right? And then rebound chances, 15 and 12. Let's call that 13. He should get around 7 rebounds. So we're looking at a floor of 14 for Jason Tatum. Not like Drew Holiday, doesn't quite get us there, but this is a guy that obviously going to have the ball a ton. Dallas has shown that they're going to consistently try to pressure him, double him, and all that. And you know what? Last game worked out pretty damn well. 12 assists for Jason Tatum. So I think he's going to delegate a little bit more if need be and whatnot. So if we have a floor at 14, 14 and a half for him, I think he can stumble upon 1 rebound or 1 assist at some point throughout the game there. But all right, we do have one more thing coming away, but to recap those player props, Drew Holiday 10.5 rebounds plus assists, Kyrie over 22.5 points, pains me as a Celtics fan, and Jason Tatum over 15.5 rebounds plus assists. But we do have a same game parlay coming your way, guys, and if this same game parlay cashes, I'm giving away $50 to someone in the comments. All you have to do is comment game 3, and then if it wins, I'll find someone, we'll reach out, get your contact info, and send you $50 on the nose there. But we're throwing this in over on, not Sleeper. Can't do the same game parlays over there. I'm going to throw it in over on BetMGM, guys. Really, really, really great deal right now. They've had this deal going on, but my best thing I could say about MGM is the fact that their same game parlay odds are absolutely crazy. We're looking at a plus 400 same game parlay, guys. Plus 400 for this. I'll pop it up on the screen right now. It is Jaylen Brown, 20 plus points, Drew Holiday, 5 plus assists, and Kyrie, 5 plus assists, plus 400 on other books like FanDuel or DraftKings. This is sitting right around the plus 275 to plus 340 range, meaning you're getting that much value on MGM, and that's why I think that they are such a great book, especially for these NBA same game parlays. So if you do want to check out MGM, if they're not in your arsenal right now, I'm always encouraging you guys, the more sports books, the better, so you can get the best price deals like this. Head over to the link in the pinned comment. It's also in the description, and if your first bet doesn't hit, you can get up to $1,500 paid back in bonus bets. So go check out MGM. I'm not kidding. MGM, really, really good. I've been placing pretty much all same game parlays on MGM because of the odds that they've been giving out. And just like all the other apps and books out there, they've been giving great promos on the daily. So that plus 400 probably will be even better by the time that we place that. But again, if it hits, giving away $50 to someone in the comments. Just comment game 3. And yeah, Kyrie, 5 plus assists. Drew Holiday, 5 plus assists. Jaylen Brown, 20 plus points. Go check out MGM. Link in the pinned comment. And yeah, as a Celtics fan, as a selfish Celtics fan, let's hope that this is, a 3-0 game the next time I talk to you, or 3-0 series next time I talk to you for game 4. But also as like a selfish basketball fan, I just want to see some good basketball. Like, as much as I'd love the Celtics to sweep, it means the basketball season's over, right? So we'll see where we're at next time out, guys. But yeah, keep an eye on the pinned comment for all of the final plays. If things change, we're recording this the night before and all that type of stuff. Keep an eye on the pinned comment for all of those updates. But it's all I got for you guys. Happy to be back. Jet lagged as all hell, but we got through the video. But go ahead and comment 11 if you made it this far into the video, because I just told you now I'm jet lagged. Like, I could fall asleep in 2 seconds. But nonetheless, it's all good, all right? We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.